I'm quitting my internship to be a tree planter for the summer.
I think you should make friends with your boss. I've stayed in so many jobs because I'm super fun to be around.
Did you sleep with the boss?
No, yes. One time, kink shamer.
A toast. May your life be as happy as the one leaving me.
She's not sick. She's had cancer before. Facial dysphagia, phantom rosacea.
And then she got spider Botox through customs.
She couldn't talk for 6 weeks. It was heaven.
Hi there, Madison. Welcome back. You're back for a second season of The Lake, and I just couldn't be happier. How important is the role of Billy to you?
Billy's my baby, and we've been together for a few years, well, almost like 3 years now. And it's so crazy to watch her grow and see how she's changed so much from season 1 to season 2. It's wild. It's truly wild.
I think one of my favorite things is her relationship with her father, sort of newly introduced into her life. Was it a natural fit with the two of you as actors?
110%. Jordan and I always joke, we're like, from that very first chem read, we just knew, and we kind of are a bit of each other. We also almost make like the same mannerisms and expressions as each other. So it's really funny. Like I always thought when you would be playing, a family member or someone, you'd kind of have to do that homework and do that work. But we really lucked out because it was just kind of there to begin with.
Isn't that wild?
I really don't know if that's like the standard or the norm, but that's what happened for us. So we're very, very lucky.
Yeah, and it shows. It's really a very endearing and optimistic and hopeful situation. This season is the boathouse burns down.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it's tragic because it means a delay of a wedding, but it's also, I hate to say it, funny because everybody overreacts.
No, it is really funny the way they handle it too. Like the heat that Jordan or Justin has to take, I think is so funny from the cottagers, all those one-liners like, you suck, mom. That cracked me up. When I read it, when I saw it, it gets me every time. So this dinner thing at Maisie's.
I know. She blackmailed us into coming for moral support because her mom's staying with her for the week until Killian gets back from China, so...
You're safe. It's just Maisie, Victor, Opal, and the evil step monster.
Already finishing each other's sentences. Adorable.
Are you bummed Killian won't be there?
Nah, that boy's last year's news. So, what's Mimsy like?
A narcissistic, manipulative, messy Poppins.
How come Wayne and Jane aren't coming?
Yeah, Maisie's been avoiding Janer since she declared for Boathouse Prezi.
And the quads?
Wayne and Jane are sharing custody since the split.
Yeah, it's Wayne's weekend, so they're probably moving their beds to the other side of the cottage.
Now, Billy goes to camp, and I think that is a great relief to her because given the arrival of Mimsy, grandmother, the fighting over the cottage ownership and property, it gets her away from all that mess.
Yeah, it does. It's a reprieve for her and also kind of a nice distraction too, because when you're that age, you kind of don't care too much about your family drama. I feel like that's stuff you're more interested in when you're older. And I think she's been dealing with so much of Justin's family. Every time she comes to visit him, it hasn't really been all about her. And so you kind of get to see her go off and explore herself and other people kind of for the first time, like fully.
And initially when she was at the camp, I thought I noticed some sort of like, oh, well, here I am. But I mean, that quickly turned to joy. And she made a friend very quickly off the top. Are we going to see more of this relationship?
Yes, I can say that much. But yeah, I do think that, nature isn't her favorite thing to be in. She's all about the environment and global warming and taking care of our planet, but she hasn't actually had to do much real work in it. So I think kind of that initial that you were seeing is her oh no, I'm back in nature. But quickly subsides as she makes some new friends.
It's funny the negative response some city people have to nature. So it's good that it's in there because it definitely exists.
Yeah, agreed.
Are you a nature girl?
Nope, not at all. I wish I was. I'm the same way as Billy. I do my part. I recycle, I'm plant-based. I like to do a lot of things, but I'll do anything other than be in nature. I was really I'm born and raised a city girl. My mom's side of the family, they're from Vermont and they're very much nature people. They have farms and animals and stuff, but it's just not for me. I don't know. I don't have it in me.
In terms of the family dynamic, does Billy find herself a little bit withdrawing
I wouldn't say withdrawing like from the family intentionally, but I do think like Justin's got his hands full with like the boathouse arsonist. Maisie's got Mimsy. And so I think she's kind of like, I'm gonna do a bit of my thing this year. Like she's still involved. She still goes to the family functions, but I wouldn't say intentionally withdrawing. It's just kind of happening naturally.
Right. And that's probably the best way. That way they can't say, you're withdrawing.
Right.
You know,
She's still
Get
around,
back
she's
here.
still involved, but she's also a teenager, you know, like teenage girls, we want to go do our thing, you know, want to be independent.
That's great. You don't care for nature a lot, but you did shoot up in North Bay in nature. So how did you cope?
It was challenging. I'm not going to lie. I've never seen bugs like I saw the bugs in North Bay. Like, you know, in Los Angeles, like we have spiders and stuff, but we don't have like big mosquitoes. We don't have shadfly season. We don't have any of the bugs we don't have dock spiders that are the size of my face.
Yeah.
They're not great. They're not great. So I was, you know, partially terrified, but second season was way easier. I was way more like accustomed to it, you know?
So lovely to see you again, Madison. Thank you.
Oh, Anne, thank you.
There's an arsonist among us.
Who would set fire to the boathouse?
Believe the victim, Maisie?
Not how that's used.
I was never gonna be good enough for the Justin show.
That's not true. It sounds like a hit.
It never works out between cottagers and townies. You come for a season and you leave for no reason.
It's called fall.
Something happened, Justin.
Why don't you just date both?
I'm not like you.
I think after today, you're exactly like me like that.
I don't need you now because, baby, you give me the rush. Give you love, I love you.
I'm not gonna leave the lake until I give Riley the happy ending he deserves. The other one. Oh, dealer's choice.